guys, welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be what I spend in a year with a chronic illness. If you don't know, I was diagnosed in the official diagnosis came in January when the cardiologist actually said it. But in January I was diagnosed with POTS, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. I have a whole video on that if you want to go see that, so I'll link it in the cards. But I saw a video at the beginning of the year of everything this woman spent with her chronic illness, and I thought, you know what, that would be funny, because I knew my spending was going to go. Before I was diagnosed, I had a budget every month of $30 to $50. That's what I spent on medical stuff, supplements, vitamins, all that stuff. And then when I was officially diagnosed, and my entire life changed, especially in my budget for my medical stuff. So I figured I would take you through January through December of what I spend with a chronic illness. And I'm going to break it down into I'm actually going to tell you what I bought each month, and then I'm going to tell you the total price, and at the end I'll tell you how much I actually spent in the year. And I also want to throw in here that I get extremely lucky, and my insurance covers all my prescription medication as well as my doctor's appointments and my testing that I have to have done, so I don't have to pay for that. I know not everybody is that lucky, even though I honestly think it should be. You shouldn't have to pay for any of it, because especially if you have a chronic illness. I spent years paying out of pocket for tests and doctor's appointments and medications before I was actually diagnosed with the correct diagnosis. So yeah, but I just kind of wanted to throw that in there, because that's not going to be included in this video because I don't have to pay for any of it. Okay, so we're going to start with January. And in January I spent $141.07. And that was, January is when I got my diagnosis, so I had to buy compression socks, I needed a pill organizer, a pulse ox, and I wanted a medical bracelet and a medical card to keep in my wallet, as well as a medication card to keep in my wallet. That way, if something happened to me, there was a way for you to know. Also, in January was the first time I spent a whopping amount on electrolytes and my salt sticks, like my potassium that I take. Okay, so February I spent $107.91 because I bought my electrolytes, I had to buy my vitamins that I have to take. And my vitamins I was taking them before I was diagnosed anyway, and the doctor said, yeah, you need to keep taking them. And then I had an order from VitaCost, which is where I get a lot of my other supplements, as well as some other stuff that helps with my illness. I don't shop off there as much as I used to, because I have found better places to shop, but early in the year I was still ordering a lot off VitaCost. In March, I spent $123.75, and that was with my Vitassium, my electrolytes, and I'm looking at a notebook, so that's why I keep looking down, and my Normalite. I found Normalite in March, and I bought the sample pack, and all I had to do was pay for shipping. And then I went on and ordered some, so I ended up having 2 orders of Normalite that month. Okay, so April I spent $186.90. Because I had to buy my Normalite, my vitamins, And I needed more compression socks because I just didn't have enough. I needed my salt sticks or my Vitacium, my vitamins again, and I also bought 2 pairs of compression shorts in April because as it was getting warmer, I wanted like compression shorts. That way I didn't always have to wear compression socks. Even though by July I was wearing compression socks every dang day, no matter what, because it's just easier. And then I bought a foot massager, like a muscle massager and a foot roller thing, because my feet swell, and I found the only way that my feet don't hurt and don't swell as bad is if at night I actually massage my feet. May, I spent $83.85, and all I did in May was buy my Normalite and my electrolytes, because I think that's when I started ordering, like, after a while of spending all this money every month, I realized, okay, it's cheaper if I do it this way, and if I subscribe and save, and if I buy multiples at one time, I get like a discount. So some months I won't buy some months I didn't buy certain things because I was doing it that way. And it took me a while to learn all this because I do that stuff to save money anyway, but when you have a chronic illness, you've got to think about it a little bit different, especially because all this stuff that's actually medical grade stuff, well, most of it, I think everything I use is like medical grade. You got to think about expiration dates and how fast am I going to go through this, and I wasn't realizing how fast I was going to go through this stuff when I was first buying it. So by May I kind of realized, okay, I'm going through this in like a month, I'm going through this in 2 months, so yeah. In June I spent $95.83. I bought my vitamins, my Normalite, and I bought another order of my Vitacium. Okay, in July I spent $73.30, and I bought my probiotics and my Normalite. My Normalite's like a monthly thing, pretty much, because that's how I do the subscribe and save. August I spent $149.89. I bought my electrolytes, my Vitacium, my other vitamins that I take, and my Normalite. I didn't spend anything in September because I knew that we were going on a trip in September, so I needed to save. So I bought most of it in August, or I bought everything I was going to need in September and August. So yeah, and in August I won a bag of my Normalite that I use, so that actually came in handy a lot for September because I didn't have to buy my Normalite in September because I had an extra bag. Okay, so October I spent $96.34. I bought my Normalite, my electrolytes, and my vitamins. And my electrolytes, when I say those, it's just Pedialyte or Gatorade. It really depends on what I'm in the mood for. Usually I'm buying my Pedialyte because I do have nausea and vomiting with my pot, so it does kind of help me to have the Pedialyte because it gives me a little bit more. And it doesn't, I don't know, I don't like the taste of Gatorade anymore. It never bothered me before, and then when I got diagnosed, I couldn't drink it anymore. I couldn't drink Gatorade anymore. I don't know. So in November, I spent $97.52. I had to buy my probiotics again, my Normalite, and a new medical alert bracelet. Because the medical alert bracelet I bought in January, it had a clasp on it, and it broke. This one that I bought in November doesn't have a clasp. It's a silicone band, and it's got like a silver label on it that says all my information. And finally, in the month of December, so this month, and I'm feeling confident enough to film this already because we're close enough to the end of the month that I'm not going to have to buy anything else. But this month I spent $118.72. I bought my Normalite And what I did was I bought, during the Black Friday sale, I bought 2 bags at a discount, so it's a little bit more than I would have paid, but it's less than I would have paid if I would have bought it individually for December and January. So I got my Normalite, I got my salt sticks, or my Vitassium, or whatever. However I did in here really depends on what I was thinking when, if I, probably what I was looking at when I was writing it down too. And then I bought my magnesium, and my vitamins. And if you want tips on how to save money when you have a chronic illness, let me know and I will totally do that video, because I think if I would have had a video like that, that would have been really helpful for me when I first got sick and when I was first diagnosed this year. It just kind of worked out that I was diagnosed at the beginning of the year, so I could do a whole year, the first year of what I spent. And if you want what I spend on with my chronic illness next year too, to see if it kind of changes, let me know. And I know we're planning ahead like a whole year, but yeah. So let me give you the grand total. Okay, so the grand total of what I spent this year with my $1,275.08. So not as bad as I thought it was gonna. I thought it was gonna be like in the 2000s, but yeah, still expensive. So yep, so that's what I spent this year. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you've not done so already, hit the red subscribe button down below. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.